now that you've calculated this, who wants to tell me how much money you would be spending going 55 miles per hour? Okay, Jessica?
291 will get you 35 miles going 55 miles per hour.
Okay.
That's 8.3 cents per mile.
Okay, so if you're going 55 miles per hour, that's going to be what we had 35 miles per gallon at that point. Okay, so we're going to go 35 miles on 1 tank of gas, or excuse me, 1 gallon of gas at that 291. Okay, so that's going to be what, 8 cents? 8.3 cents. Okay, so using that same logic, how much are we going to spend going 75 miles per hour?
10.4 cents.
Okay, 10.4 cents per mile. 10.4 cents per mile. So the question is actually asking us how much money would we save by going 55 miles per hour. So if we're spending 10 cents per mile at 75 cents and we're spending 8 cents per mile at 55, what's that going to be? How much are we saving per mile? 2 cents. Okay, so we're saving 2 cents. Okay, so over the course, which that's not very much. 2 cents, whoo, how exciting, okay, per gallon. Or excuse me, per mile. But if we're going 15,000 miles, if we're going 15,000 miles in a year, how much are we going to save over the course of a year if we're saving 2 cents per mile? $300. Okay, so $300. That's pretty significant. Remember, we were spending approximately $350 per month on gas. And then, so how much is that going to save us in a month? If it's $300 in a year that we're going to save,
$25.
we're going to save about $25 a month. So now instead of spending $350 in a month, we're going to spend $325. Okay, and $20 will buy us a lot of just food or something else, you know. So, okay, so the last thing that I want us to do, okay, before we go, is I want us to actually apply this to something that you might do with your family, okay, in your family's vehicle. Now, we're all driving a Camry in this situation, and your family might be driving a Camry, but you might have a different vehicle too. So you could do the same thing for this. So we're going to pretend, okay, that our family's taking a trip to Denver, Colorado, okay? Well, Denver is 1,555 miles, or 50 miles, excuse me, from North Augusta. Okay, that's how long that trip is. And I want us to assume that 20% of the trip is city driving. So what's our miles per gallon in the city? Does anybody remember what that was? 25. Okay, so for 20% of the trip, we're getting 25 miles to the gallon. All right. So that means 80% of the trip we're getting the 35 miles per gallon. Okay, so that's what the point of that is. All right, the average gas price in the U.S. today is $3.67, and we're going to use that instead of the $2.91 because we can't fill up in North Augusta every time we're filling up. We want the average across the country. Okay, so that's what the average is today. It's $3.67, so that's what we're going to do. So I've got 2 questions for you to do before you go. Okay, the first is I want you to calculate the fuel for your family's road trip. What is the fuel cost going to be? Okay, and we'll kind of talk about how you might do that. That you're going to calculate your total fuel cost. Then I want you to go back to your quadratic regression model. So back to that point on your calculator, and I want you to see what your fuel economy is going to be at 60 miles per hour. And then I want you to see what it's going to be at 75 miles per hour. Okay? So this might take you a couple minutes to think through. But this first one, you're going to calculate the total fuel cost. And then if you're traveling at a constant speed of 60 the whole time, what's your fuel economy going to be? And then if you're traveling at a constant speed of 75, what's that going to be?